How's it, guys? Welcome back to Gym Reviewer. We're going to be looking at 4 different options for home workouts. We have the gymnastic rings. We have this own like DIY cheapest version that we could find, TRX, and resistance bands. So let me quickly run through what we're looking at here. All these different systems are great for working at home. With the gymnastics rings, what you're getting is literally a ring. It's great if you're specifically trying to train false grips and for gymnastics, but if you're just trying to train at home and you're a beginner, it's not my first choice. Why do I say that? If you're an expert and you're looking for that specific grip and you're looking to train on rings, then great, you know exactly what you're doing. But if you're a beginner and you want to do something like bicep curls and you curl up, at this point your grip begins opening, right? The pressure is right on your grip, and you're not trained in a false grip. You're not training specifically gymnastics, and so you might not necessarily need gymnastics rings. I would even say that over here with this little cheap version that we got, if you're training at home, cheap version could be really, really good for you. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it. You can buy it on AliExpress or Amazon, a bunch of straps, some handles, PVC pipe. At this point, if I do that exact same exercise and I curl up, because the handles are straight, I don't have that issue. The issue that I do have over here is the fact that it's DIY, it's do it yourself. We have different lengths, the knotting could be unequal, and it's not perfect. That takes us over to a professional version of this exact exercise equipment, which is the TRX. TRX, everybody knows, great for beginners. When I lean back and I curl, that same exercise that I was doing before, and I'm doing these at home bodyweight curls, I'm not being forced by the rings to open up my grip. Lastly, I'll say that resistance bands for that exact exercise aren't ideal, but you can do different exercises with them. If I take 2 resistance bands, same color, same strength, same distance, and I curl, so that could be exactly what I need. And that doesn't mean that gymnastics rings aren't what you should get. Depends what you're training for. You should buy the equipment that's perfect for you. If you're looking to train gymnastics, you're looking to better your grip, you're looking to work on rings, great. This is what you should buy. If you're stuck on a budget and you want to buy something super, super cheap, then these are the things that you should get. If you want something that's not exactly gymnastics rings, but you have a little bit more money to spend than the bare minimum, TRX. And if you want something a little bit more versatile, where you can hit all kinds of different muscle groups in all kinds of different positions, so you got your resistance bands right here. So let's talk price. These gymnastics rings, when we bought them, were $40 for the set. They're a niche product because they're for people specifically training on rings. If you have the money and those are your goals, this is the product to get. We'll put links below so you can compare the pricing from when we bought them to when you're buying them. This product over here on Amazon, this product costs about $15, $20. You can go have a look, the different straps, the different connections, the different handles, and we'll put a link there as well. Like we said, this is a cheaper product. Over here, this is my favorite product. We bought these for about $100, and this is what I train with professionally. As a personal trainer, I also use it with a lot of my clients. The TRX is a famous brand, really best quality there is. Everything about it, branded, beautiful. This is what I work out with at home. And then when it comes to the resistance bands, so resistance bands really depend what size, what strength, how long, and the brands that you're gonna buy. So it really depends what you're getting. And we'll include links to everything below. Have a look below, check out the links that we put there, and let me know what you guys think. Guys, so now we're gonna start talking about my criticisms for each product. This is the budget version. These aren't the best gymnastics rings that you can get. That being said, they're imperfect. If you come look over here, you can see that they're pretty rough to the touch. And now I've had them for a while. They're not brand new, but they're rough. They're rough on the hands. I don't personally train with gloves, but for someone who has sensitive skin or is going to get sore hands, these are not the product. That being said, there's imperfections in every product. Over here, I went ahead and we cut these PVS pipes ourselves so that we could have a hard grip to them. They're not exactly the same size. They are well sanded, but it was something that was lacking in the product. TRX, like we said, this is the quality equipment that I use, but they only have a single connection point, meaning that I can't separate my grips far apart. And with regards to resistance bands are really, really versatile. But because they're rubber bands, at the end of the day, if you get a small nick in them and you carry on using the band, eventually that nick will tear through and they could even snap on you. So no product is perfect. You've got to pick exactly what's ideal for you. When it comes to picking what's best for you, something that you do have to take into account is how versatile they are. These gymnastics rings, they're perfect for almost every exercise. If I want to do a row, I can. And if I want to do a chest fly, I can do that as well, because I can control the length of the strap. When it comes to these cheaper versions, controlling the length of the strap is almost impossible. So when it comes to a row, over here I can row. But if I want to fly, I'm dealing with unequal straps, and if I want to change the length, I don't really have that many options. TRX, the quality version, again, you can obviously play with the length and the distance that you are from the bar. You can row, you can press, you can do anything you want to do with it, and this is the quality stuff. And resistance bands are a whole nother story, right? The setup for rows with the resistance band, I'm not using my body weight. In fact, I'm pulling the band, right? I'm rowing the band. And when it comes to pressing, so I can tricep extension, I can fly, I can set them up on the floor, I can take them down. They don't change their lengths. I don't set them up differently. It's where I attach them. If I attach them up here, higher, lower, etc. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us here at Gym Reviewer. We've looked at a bunch of different pieces of home equipment. We're going to attach the links below. Give us a like, give us a follow. Tell us what you think, and tell us what piece of equipment you want us to review next.